All right, here we go. We have Billy Ado and Seqo Billy, both of which who were the founders of Trey and also affiliated with the 9 Trey Bloods, former associates of Tekashi 6ix9ine. And appreciate you guys coming in here. So I want to get into your whole story, which leads into what a lot of people are already familiar with, but I kind of want to get the background first.
Okay.
So, Seqo Billy, I want to start with you. So you grew up in Brooklyn.
That's a fact.
Okay. So what was Brooklyn like when you were growing up?
I mean, shit. Brooklyn was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Before it wasn't gentrified, so it was very like dangerous. It was just crime everywhere. I'm talking about crack vials on the floor. Like you don't see that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I grew up right after the crack epidemic, so the streets was wild. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody didn't have their parents. Some people ain't have one parent. Some people ain't have both parents. So shit was real loose and dangerous. It was a different era.
Okay. You had both parents in the home or just a mother?
I had a mom. My moms was there. You know what I'm saying? I had single moms, but I had some, you know what I'm saying? I had father figures to look up to though, older men.
Okay. And your family is actually 9 Trey Bloods?
Yeah.
Okay.
Parts of my family, so.
Parts of your family?
Yeah.
So at what age did you really realize, their affiliation and what they stood for and so forth?
Probably in the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 90s. And it's what I saw, it's just what I lived around, so.
Okay. And for those that don't know, what year did the 9 Trey start in New York?
Oh, 1993.
93?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're growing up in this environment and some of your family members are affiliated. At what point did you start to join?
I mean, since they were yelling it, when I was a kid, of course I was yelling it, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to be like them. So it was an everyday thing. I'll be calling when I was a little kid saying blood, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days we had something called ABG. Anybody could get it, and that kind of led to being like blood. A lot of us that was ABG turned blood.
Okay. And was this the 9 Treys, was this something that was a transplant somehow from California and LA? Like someone went over there and kind of started it over there, or do people know the history?
Blood started on this coast.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
In LA.
Yeah, that's part of the main reason why, you know what I'm saying? We just, us individuals per se, we got fucking respect for, you know what I'm saying? We got respect for the West Coast and shit, but.
Right. But how did it get established in New York?
They started it in the jails.
Okay. So a guy from LA got locked up in New York and then things went from there. Okay. So like as a kid, when you first joined, what type of shit were you getting into?
Just regular shit, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy because then when you were a kid, if you was in a gang or not, you were just doing things, beating up people. That was the time when we was just reckless. We was running down on people, just beating them up. You know what I'm saying? But it was really gang shit. It was if you had beef with this people or this person from this block, then it was just a lot of fights.
Okay. What do you think was the most violent situation you got into during that time?
As a kid?
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit. Stabbings, shootings, shootouts, driving like highways, you know what I'm saying, in the street, like shooting out from car to car type shit. So, I mean, it's the same shit, bro.
Okay. Have you ever gotten shot?
No, I got shot at.
Shot at?
I've never been hit with a bullet. I got shot at.
Stabbed?
Stabbed, yes.
You got stabbed?
Yeah, bottle can with a bottle, like a beer bottle.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what part of the body?
My back.
Okay. How badly were you hurt?
A little bit. I got some stitches, but it wasn't too crazy.
Okay. So at one point in 2011, you got charged for, I guess, scamming.
Yeah.
Okay. What exactly were the charges?
Fraud, stolen property, some shit like that.
Okay.
But it was fraud.
What exactly were you doing?
Shit, I was getting money.
Okay. And you were sentenced, it was 2 different sentences.
Yeah, I had 2 to 4 sentences.
Okay. And you ended up doing 5 years total.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got out in 2016.
Yep, December.
All right, so Billy Ado, I kind of want to go to your story now. So you grew up in Brooklyn as well?
I'm Trinidadian, so most of my family's from Trinidad. I don't got that much family in America, but I grew up with my little bit of family in Brooklyn.
Okay, what was the family structure like?
It's really not much. It's my mother there. She always at work, working 2 jobs. My brothers and my sisters, so I'm outside. I could do what I want from like mad young, you know?
Where was your dad during this time?
He got deported back to Trinidad like in 93. He did like 3 years in 90 and got deported back. We ain't seen him since.
Deportee. You hear that a lot.
Facts.
What do you get in trouble for? Well, I mean, because you got to do a lot to get deported out of America.
Yeah, he didn't have no papers. You know, you didn't have no papers. And back then, you got to think it was the early 90s, so you didn't have the proper credentials. You going, especially if you go to jail, you're in the people's system, you're even not supposed to be here, first of all. So when you do this time, we send you back home, it was like that.
Okay. Was that a big blow to the family, losing the father?
Yeah, but I was young, so I don't remember all the, you know.
Okay. And at one point, you got affiliated with the 9 Treys.
Fact.
Okay. How did that come about?
Just growing up around them, being around them, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them every day, all my friends on my block, really grasping the concept of what it really means, you know, from when it started. Because me, you know what I'm saying, we don't really consider ourselves like gang members or just banging, hanging on the streets. We like revolutionists in the organization of a brotherhood, you know what I mean, building for something better, you know what I mean?
And early on, what type of shit were you getting into?
Just regular hood shit, man. Outside, you know? It's basically, if you know anything about New York City and Brooklyn, just being outside, just getting into all type, everything that's there to get into, you know what I'm saying? I got into it.
Okay. Well, at one point, you started, you know, getting serious. You started doing armed robberies, home invasions, assaults.
Yeah.
Can you describe, and you actually got convicted for all 3 of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about those situations?
Yeah, I talk about it. I went to prison. I served my time for it. I talk about it. It don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, so I gradually started like that, like you said, you know what I'm saying, hanging with my friends, stealing out the store, doing dumb shit, then gradually going on and breaking into houses, from finally getting a gun, you know what I'm saying, and like taking it to another levels. You know, I end up doing mad dumb shit as a kid, making, you know, crazy ass choices, you know, regular hood shit, and I ended up catching a big one, an armed robbery, kidnapping, assault charge.
Oh, you got a kidnapping charge?
Yep.
Can you tell me about the kidnapping?
Bro, to be honest, I didn't even really kidnap nobody. I just tied him up and took him to the back room, you know what I'm saying, in the process of a robbery, which I got charged for. I did my time.
Okay, so hold on. Okay. So you went to go rob somebody.
I didn't really go rob him, but it was a dispute about somebody that owed me money, was selling weed. It was a whole long situation.
Okay, so you went to go confront someone who owed you some money. Was it a lot of money?
It was a lot of money. But to be honest, it wasn't a lot of money.
When you look at ultimately,
it was like ultimately, to be honest, I was young. It was like $40-something. It's nothing. It's petty. I blow through that nowadays. But back then, it was a lot of money to me. I was young. It was a lot of money. This dude trying to play me. It was more respecting too. He just gonna take my stuff, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so this guy owed you $4,100. You showed up and you tied him up.
Got into a little dispute. Shit went down. Whatever, you know. Just end up turning into like give me my shit.
Okay, so after you tied him up, did you get your money?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Ended up getting locked up for it, serving time for it. God help.
Your man's busting up over here on the to your right. Okay, so and did he end up going to the cops afterwards?
Yeah, he ended up going to the cops, ended up telling, you know what I'm saying, ruining my life with some bullshit he did to me initially. But
okay, was he a gangster himself or just a dude that just sold some weed?
He just do, you know, I didn't really know, I wasn't that cool with him, you know, he was just selling some weed.
Okay, so after you took all his shit, he went to the police and told on you. Was that, you know, because we mentioned armed robbery, home invasion, assault, was that all the same situation?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they gave you 3 big charges.
More than 3.
What else did you get?
Just adding in misdemeanors, you know, all type of dumb shit. I can't even remember all, and it was so long ago, but it's mad shit.
And you got sentenced to 10 years?
I got sentenced to 12 years.
12 years. Okay. How old were you at the time?
I was 19.
How did it feel as a 19-year-old to be told you're getting out of 31? You haven't even touched your 20s yet, and they're telling you you're getting out in your 30s.
Yeah, it was crazy, but you know what I'm saying? At that time, I always been the type of person, like, when I was young, like, whatever happened, so, you know what I'm saying? People could miss me, like, with the kid shit, and, oh, you're a kid, I'm 19, I'm a grown-ass man, I had to deal with it, I made the wrong decisions, and I dealt with it, you know what I'm saying? I did it, fuck it, it happened, I dealt with the consequences, and I came home. I did the crime, I can't cry about the time, you know?
And there's a question for both of you guys. Once you guys got into prison, did you hook up with the other 9 Treys in prison?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah. Of course you gotta.
Of course, you know, you gotta.
You come to jail, you know what I'm saying? When you come to jail, you let them know who you are as soon as you get there. You know what I'm saying? You don't. It ain't no low riding. You come to jail, you let them know who you are as soon as you get there.
Okay. And in prison, and you guys were in prison, so this is past the Rikers stage.
Yeah.
But what prisons were you guys locked up in?
Shit. I've been bouncing around. Riverview, Wyoming, Lakeview Box, shit, couple of spots. Watertown, Bear Hill. It's a lot, bro.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying? When you're in jail, you go through a whole bunch of jails. You don't stay there, because once you go to a box, or you get into a fight, you get shipped to a box and a whole nother...
transfer, you know?
It's a whole bunch of transit.
Okay. And in prison, when you look at like people that click up, do all the Bloods, are they all cool with each other and all the Crips are cool with each other? Or is it certain, the 9 Treys are only cool with the 9 Treys, or the New York guys are only cool with the New York guys? Or how does it really work?
Not so much. I mean, anybody could get in a beef. Anybody. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what people are doing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fuck shit be going on, so if somebody do something that's fucked up to a certain somebody, then that other side is gonna, you know what I'm saying, want to get some payback, but anybody could beef.
What do you think was the most violent situation that you guys witnessed while locked up?
Everything. People died. Seen people die right in front of me, stabbed to death. I've been stabbed mad times in prison.
How many times did you get stabbed?
I don't know, mad times in different situations. 3 here, this here, 4 here, 6 there, just different times.
You've been stabbed like 10 times?
Yeah, in the situation, stabbed is prison. I'm stabbing me and they stabbed me, wars broke out, fights, and I think we was in there for years, so shit happens, man.
Okay, how does a typical stabbing pop off?
I don't know, the kind of, I don't know, anything, stuff could pop off, everything could be so good and then shit could just go left for anything, little arguments, the smallest thing, the biggest thing, it's kind of hard to explain. I've seen stuff for the littlest shit and I've seen stuff for big shit, money, anything.
Yeah, I remember I had Shaheem on my show recently, who just did a bunch of time over manslaughter, and
shout out to Shotti.
He was describing to me how like cutting in line, waiting for
anything,
like the cutting in a lunch line. If you let that happen, like it has to be instantly violent at that point.
It's war. We'd had to fight. I'm standing on line going somewhere, and here you come. I could be at the commissary line getting my bag, and here you come. Yo, what the fuck? You don't see me sitting here? That quick. That quick.
The phone could be the same way. I'm saying people got time slots.
Okay.
Everybody just can't get on the phone like when they feel like it.
All right. Were you involved in any stabbings yourself?
Oh, yeah. One time I had gotten to a fight on the island. They moved me from the island and sent me to, they moved me from Manhattan and sent me to the island. So when I went to Rikers Island, they put me in a Crip house. I wasn't labeled Blood at the time. They didn't, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't labeled Blood. So they moved me to a Crip house. I get in there, I see somebody I know from my last house. You know what I'm saying, but he ain't really saying nothing much to me. I move in the house, I put my shit down. I go to the other side, get a bucket, go to get my mattress, my shit gone. My shit gone.
The whole mattress?
Yeah, the mattress I just brought in. So I'm looking around like, the fuck going on? Like, I see a big motherfucker walking away with my shit. I'm like, yo, bring my mattress back, homie. So as soon as I said homie, that word right there just threw the alert off. And I had happened to see an older guy from the town, or like an old head, Caribbean dude, Trinidadian dude that know my grandmoms. And he had told me that the house was Crip. So immediately I had to take the phone off the hook and pop the bottle. And I had to throw my shit first. So I had to pop on them before they killed me. Of course I got spanked, but they was going in their ass trying to take out the scalpels. And I'm kicking niggas off, kicking them off, and the COs come and drag me out the house and shit. And that was just I got sliced, I got nicked on my leg trying to kick, you know what I'm saying? Trying to kick them away, but I ain't get stabbed in jail. Everything, I was just moving official.
Ado, all the times you got stabbed, were any of them like extremely serious? Like a punctured lung or an artery or anything else like that?
Because I'm fighting for my life at the same time, so I know I'm about to get hit and I know I'm gonna get stabbed today, but my point is not to die out here or get stabbed in a certain place, just to protect my life, you know what I mean?
Okay. And both of you guys are called Billy, and Billy is a slang for 9 Trey?
Yeah, it's something. And another thing about Nine Trey that's like, you know what I'm saying, you just gotta look into it, you know what I'm saying? You really wanna know, you know, we could say stuff, you know, it was founded in 93 and you could just look all this stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Of course people went from there and tapped in with the West, you know what I mean, showed love, came
Yeah.
back, but you know, something we started and originated on our coast, you know what I mean, for our people.
Okay. So before the prison time, did you guys know each other?
No.
Now we knew some of the same people and grew up, I knew his family, I've been known, but we never really got a chance to really kick it like that before then.
Okay. And both you guys get out of prison in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Around the same month or so, or?
I came out December, like right before.
Yeah, I was out
2017.
before that. I was out before that.
Okay. So how did you two link up?
I already knew his family and everybody from the block. So it wasn't nothing. So I'm from the start, so it wasn't nothing to link up with his family. That's the bro, he home, you know what I'm saying? Been hearing about him, knowing about him and stuff. We just had never met like physically.
Okay. And were you guys rapping at this point?
He always rapped.
Yeah, I was rapping and shit. I wasn't taking it serious, but yeah, I was rapping.
Okay. So you guys link up, start hanging out, and then when does the whole Treyway thing come about?
Shit, I was in the studio recording. The Treyway is a book written by Garland Tyree.
Shout out to the big bro, BIPSI. Yeah. Garland Tyree, wrote this book in 2013, you know what I'm saying? And you know, people saying they started Treyway and they run Treyway, it's impossible. The big bro wrote this book and BIP, he died in 2013, called The Treyway, you know what I'm saying? You can look it up on Amazon right now and check it out anytime. Anybody in the world want to check it out. So there's no way nobody could have started Treyway. Seqo, the bro, he just brought the term Treyway and just took it and made it into the music and everything else, you know what I'm saying?
I turned it to a label. So I was in the studio and I just threw it in there as an ad-lib, like a mic check. And we decided to turn that to the label name. And it was in remembrance of the big homie, so the big bro. So it only seemed right. And that's how Treyway got started.
Okay. And Garland Tyree, who was he exactly? Oh, the godfather of the 5 Trey gangsters. That's what it says in the book.
That's the book.
9 Trey. And yeah, you can see like all of this stuff we saying.
Oh, sorry, the godfather of the 9 Trey gangsters.
All of the stuff we saying, like
the
you see how
book
you just,
says, yeah.
You
it
see
says
how,
5 Trey on Amazon.
Yeah, you know, on Amazon you can check the book out. It's from Garland Tyree,
yeah.
And it's called The Treyway. You can see it, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff we saying, you can put it up on the internet. So don't judge us for nothing. Go check it out yourself.
Okay. And Garland was the founder?
No, he wrote the book. No, he just wrote that book. You know what I'm saying? That was a fictional thing.
Oh, it was a fictional thing.
Yeah, that book is a fictional book that we took and, you know what I'm saying, and we brought it to life with the label in remembrance of the bro.
Got it. Okay, so you guys start Treyway.
Yeah.
And you have a manager.
Yeah.
Okay, and your manager's name?
Chris Higginson, yeah.
Okay. Not to be mistaken with CEO Chris.
Nah, definitely not mistaken.
And we'll talk about him later.
Yeah, we don't know him. That's not really our friend.
Okay, I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's a similar name. All right. So you guys start Treyway as a label. Was Shotti around during this time at all or no?
Yeah, he was popping in and out. He wasn't a major factor in none of this. You know what I'm saying? So he pop in and sneak just to do investigative work.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
And you guys knew him. Well, he slept on one of your couches at one point.
Stayed in my crib. Stayed at my place. My aunt crib, you know what I'm saying? We got 2 cribs. He was living there. While I was incarcerated, he was living there. You know what I'm saying? So I came home. Everything was smooth, but yeah, he was around.
Okay. And Seqo, you get out after doing 5 years and you're like, all right, I'm done with crime completely.
Yeah, I mean, I had to talk with my manager on a visit, and he told me like, yo, we gotta just fuck with the music. I'm like, all right, say less. I'm with it. I ain't trying to come back in here. I've been in and out 3-4 times, you know what I'm saying? So that just wasn't the thing for me. It was fucking up my money. So I'm like, all right, let's get it. And that's what we did. I came home and then he set up a meeting with Danny.
Before we get into the whole Tekashi part, you know, you guys are 9 Trey, so a lot of the guys who ultimately got arrested, you guys knew very well. You and Mel Murder were real close.
Yep.
Okay. What about yourself?
Same thing. Knew all them guys. Real
knew all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Who were you closest to out of that crew?
It wasn't no closest to. I didn't choose sides. Like I'm gonna be closer with him for this or closer to him. This was all my bro. I was close. I fuck with everybody.
Got it. Okay. So Treyway gets started. You have a manager named Chris, and he tells you about this guy named Danny, aka Tekashi.
Again, pause to get it right. Excuse me. Treyway has nothing to do with the book that Big Bro wrote. If it wasn't for Big Bro, it wouldn't even be this. It wouldn't be nothing of this or anything anyway. So BIP to SI, Garland, Tyree is just something that Seqo took in the studio and made it into, you know, what it is today.
Yeah.
That's just facts.
Got it. Okay. So, Seqo, your manager wants you to meet this guy named Tekashi. And how did that come about?
I was chilling in the crib and he called me like, yo, let's go have a meeting. I was like, with who? And he told me as an artist. I was like, nah, I ain't really trying to even link. I wasn't even trying to go. Keep it, to be honest, like, I was probably in the trap trying to get some money or something, and I'm like, fuck that shit, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, son, please. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna pull up, because you know what, to me, I'm like, damn, I ain't being professional. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, damn, I almost wanna go back to jail. I ain't being professional. Let me go to the meeting. So I go to the meeting. And we at Starbucks. He tell me before he come in, like, yo, he got this color hair. I'm like, oh, nah, I don't even wanna meet him no more. I'm like, forget it, bro. Because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want it to fuck up what I got going on. It just don't match what I'm doing. So, you know what I'm saying, I guess they had their meeting outside the Starbucks. I told him I want to link in the meet in the studio. We meet in the studio, bring the music, bring the video, shit like that. And that's what we did, set up the studio session. And he brought his stuff.
Okay, so what'd you think of Tekashi when you first met him?
I looked at him, I was like, I ain't gonna front, he weird. It's not what I'm used to. But at the end of the day, art is an art, so I gotta see what his music is like.
Okay, so at the time, he had the face tattoos.
A couple, he didn't have a lot.
Couple of face tattoos. He had the rainbow hair?
Nah, I don't think he had the rainbow hair when I first
green.
met him.
He had the green and stuff.
Nah, he didn't have that yet.
Okay.
He didn't have that yet.
Did you know him being charged for like the underage girl thing and all that?
Nah, I found out when the world found out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't forewarn us or nothing.
Okay, he never mentioned it to you or nothing?
Nah.
Okay. So you meet this guy, he plays some of his songs.
Yeah.
What did you think at the time?
Like I said, it's art, so I'm like, I'm trying to understand the shit. I'm looking at the videos though, I like the video. And he said it, he like, yo, songs is trash, but my videos is fire. And I agree with that shit. I said, you're right. The videos is fire, but we can make the shit more fire.
Okay. And were you guys doing songs together at all, or you were just doing your songs and he was doing his?
I was doing my shit and he was doing his. I didn't want to cramp his, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't want to cramp that, his style, whatever.
All right, so like Billy That and Lingo, when did those come out?
Billy That came out around the same time. We recorded those at the same time that he did Gummo.
Got it.
Lingo came out later.
Okay. So he's working on Gummo, you're working on Billy That.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in the studio when he's doing Gummo.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, he's not a 9 Trey affiliate or anything else like that. He's just some weird kid with face tattoos.
Yep.
Doing music. But he does Gummo, and there's a lot of gangster type lyrics throughout the song.
Yep.
How did you take that?
The lyrics?
Yeah.
As far as the lyrics, I mean, what a lot of rappers do nowadays, they talk about what other people were doing around them. So it's formidable, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what everybody, all these rappers they be talking about, they ain't doing that shit. They talking about what other niggas is doing around them.
And you know, we just came, both of us just came home 2016, so we're bam, right back into the new era. Everybody's talking gangster shit. So to me, when we meet, I'm like, okay, another guy talking gangster shit, you know?
Okay. Ado, are you around during this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in the studio as well while they're...
I wasn't in the studio that day, no, but I'm around all the time.
Okay, so when you first met Tekashi, what did you think?
Same shit. He's weird. The fuck is up with his hair? Like, what the fuck? But, you know, I'm looking at, you know, Instagram and seeing all this new stuff, which I never had. And it's like, listen, he get 100,000 views. This guy's, you know, he doing his little stuff. So Seqo them, he's gonna make it big. We gonna make it big. We gonna do this. We got this. You know, fuck it. You know, I'm just embrace it. We doing it for the brotherhood, the culture, anything. You know, this shit might pop. It might be able to help everybody. You know, that's how we was looking at it.
At one point, Tekashi links up with Trippie Redd, and they do Polls 1469. That was before Gummo?
That was before Gummo. That was right before. It was probably 3 months before Gummo, I think.
Okay.
We had the meeting that we had with 6ix9ine was probably right after he had done shooting the videos with Trippie Redd.
Okay. So he does Pose 1469 with Trippie, and the song blows up.
Yeah.
Were you guys involved in that music video at all or anything?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
He was doing that on his own.
He was doing that on his own, yeah.
Okay.
That was right before.
Okay. But then Pose 1469 blows up, and then things go bad with him and Trippie Redd. And are you guys around for that?
We were around for that. Like I said, immediately, I guess right after he had shot the video or got back from out of town, we had linked him. So he probably had some other shit going on. He's like, oh, I'm gonna start this war with them, or popularity. So that's what was going on. I guess the popularity in the song, you know what I'm saying, kind of split them up.
All right. So you guys are around Tekashi, and he's now beefing with Trippie Redd. And Trippie Redd's a pretty big artist already at this point. But I mean, I didn't hear about Tekashi until I heard Trippie talking about him. And at first, Tekashi was not really going that hard, but things started to kind of escalate at that point. So when you saw him beefing with Trippie, how did you react to him?
I mean, to be honest, I'm looking at him like, damn, why they even beefing? You know what I'm saying? To me, I ain't understand it. Niggas had made good music, and I ain't understand where it come from. We had made trips to LA, linked with Trippie, been in the studio. We did like 3 studio sessions with Trippie. You know what I'm saying? So everything was cool, but then something happened. I honestly can't remember why they didn't stop fucking with each other, started beefing.
The little girl shit he started putting up, like, I don't fuck with child molesters, my little sister was raped or some shit like that at that time. If I would have knew all this, I'd have never fucked with you. That's the shit I was seeing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
So at that point, the underage girl thing started to kind of surface.
Yeah.
Heavy.
When you guys heard about it, what did you think? The underage thing.
I had that. Of course, we asked him right away, like, yo, keep it a buck with us. Know what I'm saying? Because we the ones who backing you up. Like, what really happened? We asked him 50 times just to see if the story would change, and he kept the same story every time. Just like, yo, I was doing a video. It wasn't even my video. That's what he said. They had invited girls. I ain't expect him to invite the girls. He don't look like he could get them. Know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, all right, we believe that shit.
Right. And I remember he told the story to academics saying that the girl didn't have sex, he never touched her, he wasn't involved at all or whatever, which was all false. Ultimately, I've seen the paperwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the girl, someone had sex with that girl.
Yep.
Who was 13.
I was 13.
He was feeling up on her, and he was like doing like a humping motion kind of when she was doing shit.
At that time, when the paperwork came out and you seen it, it was probably when we seen it, which was recently, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe like not that long year or something, maybe, or when everything really came out. So at that time, you tell him I would never do that. The girl said she was 19, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real dude from up the street in Brooklyn, y'all. I'm not being on no gangster shit, but I'll never violate like that. I didn't even touch her, was it there? So we had to take his word. What else can we not do but not take his word? We don't have no proof. We don't have no paperwork.
Yeah, I mean, Tekashi always try to control the narration of what happened, which isn't always based on reality.
Yeah.
And that's kind of seemed like he was trying to do at that point.
Yeah, he go with that.
Yeah. Okay. Before Gummo, was there any altercations that you guys were involved in with him?
Nah.
Nope.
He was pretty low key and wasn't really kicking up dust or nothing.
Nothing.
Wasn't dissing anybody.
Would never tell nobody.
Except for Trippie, I guess.
He wasn't even really dissing Trippie. He was just standing up for trying to defend himself.
Yeah, I remember that first video that he responded to Trippie. He was really very subdued and not really bravado at all. Okay. So the Gummo song gets recorded, and then the music video is getting shot.
Yeah.
So it gets shot on a block with like 100 Bloods on there, on the block.
Yeah.
Did you guys coordinate that whole shoot?
Yeah, we put that whole thing together. It was that's just as if people come to do a video. When you shoot a video, you call people to, you know what I'm saying? Make it lit. You call people to fill in the spaces. You know what I'm saying? So what we did, ultimately, we called people from the neighborhood.
But let me say this. Nobody didn't go to the store and buy no bunch of red flags and pass them out. All of them guys that was in the Gummo video, we personally knew, you know what I'm saying? We orchestrated and set all of that up ourselves. He the only one that had nothing to do with it. All he did was show up.
Okay. And, you know, from your world, this may be a normal occurrence, but a music video shot in New York with 100 guys in red bandanas simply was not seen before. Am I right?
Probably not in a while, yeah.
Probably not in a while. Or that big of a group since the whole Bobby Shmurda thing. You've never seen, since then, you've never seen no group like that.
Okay. And when you shot the video, Shotti's in the video as well. And was that around the time that him and Tekashi first started getting to know each other?
They met each other at Gummo.
At Gummo.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Probably knew him 6 months, you know what I'm saying? 4 months before that. But they met at Gummo.
Okay. So the video comes out and this becomes like his biggest video.
Yeah.
Were you guys surprised at how big the video got?
I mean, yeah, hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Coming from some prison, when 1 week it had 1 million views. So I'm in a video.
Instagram.
I'm like in a video with 1 million people just fucking seen me. In 30 days it had 50 million views. You mean I'm in a video with 50 million people just seen this fucking video? And it was all us. That was his spot. You know what I mean? That's his people crib. That's the whole crib. That's
crib. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The block, we all up there now. The block, the best side, them blocks. But that specific crib where they shot that video at, that's his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you got to think about it. Let's say 6ix9ine did that on his block, right? I don't really call him 6ix9ine. Danny did that on his block. In front of his block with 2 or 3 Mexican kids jumping around saying the same song. Do you think it would have had the effect that it did, bro?
No, it was the video that made that song.
Yeah.
I mean, in general, that's how I feel about Tekashi. It's the visuals. The music itself has never really been all that exceptional. But the visuals have always been
That's
very
what he
left field.
promoted. That's what he promoted from the get-go, from day one. The video.
Okay. So after that video, it seemed like Tekashi considered himself a blood, because that's when you seem to hear him say blood every other word and everything else like that. Is that accurate?
Yeah, he started transforming. Like, he started saying it, because before, he still call us like, yo, he wouldn't say the words blood. Like, we'd be around us, but he wouldn't be like, yo, blood. He'd be like, yo, Seqo. But yo, Seqo turned to, yo, blood.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he started making that transformation. And it was weird, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't just get to say that like that easy, you know what I'm saying?
All right, because right now Gummo is at almost 400 million views. And, you know, apart with the 100 dudes that are waving around red flags, Tekashi actually has a red bandana on as well.
Mm-hmm.
So with him wearing a red bandana in his biggest video and then him saying blood, from the outside world, everyone's like, okay, Tekashi's a 9 Trey blood.
Mm-hmm.
Was he ever initiated or anything of that sort?
No, we didn't initiate him.
Okay.
So if I don't know, maybe you probably asking the wrong people.
Okay.
We didn't do no slime ball stuff
Yeah.
or try to, you know,
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
turn him
think for
blood.
the money. I wouldn't have turned him blood. You know what I'm saying? He
Wouldn't
didn't.
turn
You
him
could tell he
blood.
didn't even want to be blood, or that's not something he loved or really cared about.
You
It.
don't stand
He-
for what we stand for.
He would know nothing about the culture, the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? He was just in a situation like, oh shit, I got fucking 50 guys that's really fucking blood that would really back me and shit. Oh shit, I'm lit. Trippie Redd's a real blood at this time. You know what I'm saying? He has people. I got nobody to defend myself against this guy.
To
And
be honest, that's where niggas started, you know what I'm saying? It started being confrontation, because I'm telling niggas like Shotti, like, yo, we don't need that shit. He don't need to be blood. But Shotti, he wanted to be blood. So that's where confrontation started happening too.
from the
Okay.
beginning, it was confident.
And it seems like Shotti started to kind of cozy up to Tekashi at that point.
Not at that point.
No? A little bit
Nah,
later?
yeah.
A lot happened after that before Shotti really came in.
Okay. So what happened after the Gummo video?
Real quickly, the Kuda video, the Kiki and A Boogie and Fetty Wap video, dumb stuff coming in, the fight we had at the LAX fight,
Yeah.
the Yams Day concert shit, the shit in
Okay.
Minnesota, all of this stuff is going on where Shotti never came to none of these things, you know?
Okay.
But when he see that this time it's so lit, he like, oh shit.
And when somebody who's recently on the run wants to get on camera, all of a sudden, you know something is up.
Because Shotti was on the run.
Was on the run.
He got locked up for that too. So everything we're saying
Was
is
on the
facts, and
run.
you can look on the internet.
What was he on the run for?
For something in Jersey. I was locked up for what he was on the run for. I was locked up during that time.
Okay.
But he was on the run for something from Jersey. He got arrested in Jersey. And somehow he got out of that Jersey shit. Nobody know how he got out of that Jersey shit. But after that, somebody got locked up in the Barclays Center for a shooting. Full banger.
Okay. So the Gummo video comes out, and now he's really in the game as a solo artist, as opposed to just the guy that was in the Trippie Redd video. Tekashi ends up signing to 10K. Was that before or after Gummo?
That was before Gummo.
Before Gummo.
Yeah.
Were you guys involved in these meetings?
10K meeting? No.
Okay. But I guess there were some meetings where Tekashi said that he was going to split everything with you guys.
Yeah, me per se, I didn't want no split. I was a consultant. I'm an artist myself, but I'm a consultant for him. You know what I'm saying? To my manager. So I took upon that role. I never asked for no split. I never asked for no money. I'm talking about the split that he said that he was gonna give to his friends.
Yeah.
His photographer and his consultant. And Drew and Justin.
Tribe Drew and Justin.
Drew and Justin.
Figure Eight.
You know what I'm saying? Figure Eight film, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about they split. You know, we never promised us anything. We never asked for anything.
Got it. But those guys never got anything.
Probably not.
Probably not either. He was a really selfish person.
Okay. Now, at one point, Trippie Redd gets jumped. Were you guys around for any of that?
Nah.
Nah?
I wasn't there for that, nah.
Okay. Ado?
Huh?
No comment?
No comment.
Okay. Now, but at this point, the 9 Trey guys are now rolling with Tekashi and are now his muscle. Was the Trippie Redd thing the first time that happened, where the 9 Trey guys kind of stood up for him?
Yeah, I guess, if you could say on it. Yeah,
Okay.
like really just first time.
So now Tekashi could run his mouth, and he got these other guys that will do all the dirty work for him.
That's how he felt.
That's how he felt.
Yep.
Did you see him change at that point?
Yes.
Y'all seen him change. The world seen him change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What became different?
He just started antagonizing people more.
And this was only on the internet. Because when them cameras go off, and stuff, he was still regular old Danny to us. He didn't raise his voice. He told nobody to suck his dick. None of that type of shit, you know?
Yeah, but he started, he was just antagonizing everybody. And he just felt like he really felt stronger. He really felt like, you know what I'm saying? Like Thanos or some shit. That ass. So I peeped that and I was just like, damn, he's starting to go too far. He's starting to take it overboard.
Okay. Were you guys bothered by that?
Me, yeah. Not so, for myself, I know I can handle things, but when it's somebody else doing it, then it's like what are we really doing it for? And it was hurting what we had. It was hurting what we were trying to build our business.
A lot of this shit was dumb, but at the same time, I knew it was dumb, and me ignoring facts and, you know, seeing the clout and the funny shit just coming from prison, I just kind of rock with it and ignored a lot of facts that I shouldn't have ignored, that we all shouldn't have. But, you know, we in LA now. I never really had no problems with nobody from LA. I never really had no problem with this guy and all these people who telling suck your dick and all this dumb shit. I don't fucking know these people. I'm just, you know, backing my crew and what I stand for. That's it.
Right. But now he's telling YG to suck his dick. He's telling, you know, Jay Prince's sons to suck his dick.
Yeah.
He's dissing pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's dissing rappers who aren't even, you know, the Juice Worlds of the world who aren't even responding.
Too much attention at that time, responding to him and saying, "Look at this rainbow dude." If nobody had never responded to him or never said anything to him, he wouldn't have been that big. He wouldn't have had nobody to argue with. But hey, the culture did that.
Okay. So then there was the LAX fight.
Yeah.
And you guys were there for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come
So
on,
describe what led up to that.
We was leaving. We was trying to catch a flight to Texas. We missed the flight. Fucking around, smoking and shit. We missed the flight. We get there, we try to book the next one, very next flight. In the meantime, we bump into TMZ. TMZ started recording. Right after we do the little TMZ video, some girl walking through the airport. You know what I'm saying? Catch niggas' attention. We look. But it seemed funny to me that she hollered out to my man before my man hollered at her. So he proceeded to go help her with her luggage. That's what she asked him to do.
Your man is Tekashi?
No, my man is Harv.
Harv, shout out to Harv, free Harv.
Okay.
She asked Harv to help her with her luggage to the taxi. He took the luggage to the taxi. Taxi driver was pulling off with the trunk open as they're loading it. So Harv looked to the driver like, what the fuck is going on? Nigga hops out. They get in each other's face. And that's how it go from there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we start arguing. He hops out the car. I don't even know if he had a taxi driver. He had some other dude with him on the website. They wasn't even from LA. And Harv's like thing, and then that was me actually getting in his face at first. I had the white and black jacket on. I was like, the fuck is wrong with you? We kind of arguing. I'm like, we at the airport. Y'all not even flying. Y'all, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And it just kind of escalated, and you seen the rest.
Okay. So fight breaks out in front of LAX. And Tekashi kind of tries to jump in a little bit.
Negative.
No?
Play the video. What did he try to do? He's jumping around. He knows TMZ is right there.
Oh, okay.
Come on. He didn't hit nobody, and nobody hit him.
Okay.
yeah, we told him to stay inside.
Told him to stay inside a million times. If you could see, we pushing him back, trying to get him back. So like, why you doing it? It's not even you. Like, you know the camera out here. Stop being like that. That shit had me so upset, man.
Okay. And you guys think that whole thing was fake?
That's how I was thinking. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I was on the phone with my girl, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And then they arguing. I'm like, nah, they're not really serious. Then one dude started recording. I was like, nah, I think this might be serious. I started fighting with my phone in my hand and everything. Bag on, I ain't even take my shit off.
Okay. No one got arrested over that or nothing?
Nah, that's why I was like, yo, this shit is a movie scene, a movie set, bro. Like, this shit is a movie set.
Yeah, we just kept saying, we don't know what y'all talking about. The police stopped us and they came to what happened? Oh, they seized Tekashi 6ix9ine. Oh, bigger, did someone try to rob you? Nothing. Do we know the guys? We see the car, you want to press charges? We like, man, we don't know what y'all talking about, man. We don't know what happened. We trying to catch a flight to Houston.
The Kuda music video comes out December 2017. Seqo, you're in it.
Yeah.
You're in it as well? Okay. So then January 2018, there's the Kiki video with A Boogie and Fetty Wap. So at that video, Seqo, Mel Murder introduced you to a guy named CEO Chris.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
After the video shoot, niggas was trying to get me to sign a record deal with the CEO Chris guy, who I don't know, who I never met before. Nobody that I know met this dude before, so it was awkward to me. And we sit in the back of the Sprinter. They tried to rev the Sprinter up, like, yo, let's talk about this on the ride home. So I stopped them immediately, like, nah, let's have this talk right now, what it is. They wanted me to sign to the record label, the AP record label, for $250,000. And I dubbed that shit like, I don't even know homie. Why I'ma sign some shit? He don't never heard my music, he never heard me. That shit threw a red flag in my head. You know what I'm saying? So it was just sus. And I got paperwork about him being a snitch from before. So it just didn't make no sense to me. So I dubbed that shit.
Okay. And CEO Chris, I'm looking at an article right here on New York Daily News. Was he a police officer?
He's an informant.
Was he a sergeant?
I don't know what he was. He was some type of working with the police, but we don't know him. I think they met him that day. I never met him physically in my life. Never seen him, never spoke to him. He was never around. He never came to no video show. I don't even know how he got so involved in this.
Okay, here we go. No, he was working with a sergeant.
He was working with a
on
sergeant.
the NYPD, and he was a heroin courier.
Mm-hmm. He was giving them free drugs, I think. But I just, you know what I'm saying? So he was an informant. And I know I had paperwork on him from people from jail. You know what I'm saying? Because we connected, like we know what's going on. Like,
Okay.
we've been in positions like this, so we just knew how to handle it.
Okay. And Mel Murder was a high-ranking dude in the 9 Treys that you both knew. And he was the one that introduced you to CEO Chris.
Yeah, they tried to introduce me, yeah.
Okay, so I guess he had no idea what was really happening.
I don't know.
Guess
I guess not. Because
Guess nobody
I don't
did.
think he wouldn't work with him if he knew he was a snitch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Exactly.
it shit was crazy. I just knew to turn that shit down.
I guess he tried to play into who he thought was the top dog. You know, he didn't want to deal with nobody else that he felt like was little or would be a waste of time. So I guess he tried to play under. That's why none of us got a chance. He didn't feel like we was the toppest dogs. I don't know what he thought.
Okay. So CEO Chris offered you this record deal and you were like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, never even heard of AP. Never heard of that. With $250,000 to throw away.
Then you guys went to Minnesota for Super Bowl weekend.
For Super Bowl weekend, I remember that.
What happened with that whole situation?
Yo, man, that shit was crazy. We got in 2 fights.
There's a lot. I missed the first night.
He missed the first night. I don't know where he was at, but we had a big ass air. First of all, it was 0 degrees. It was 10 degrees below zero. It was fucking freezing. It was snow. But it was All-Star weekend, you know? I mean, Super Bowl weekend. I never been to no shit like this. You got to remember, so we lit. We do a walkthrough with this dude. It's his birthday party. He pay us 8 bands to do a walkthrough with 6ix9ine. Just come walk through, show your face, doing love, kick it up here with me in the VIP. We got you 8 bands, cool. Right after that, World Star is having a party in Minnesota for the top artists and everybody coming to us. We people performing. We invited to that. We're backstage and we got a session. So we're like, cool. We're gonna go to this, knock it out with this dude. There's a little 8 bands at this party, chill, show our love, and we're out. We're gonna go to the World Star shit, which is most important. Everybody's supposed to be there, baby, Fabulous, everybody's supposed to be there. So we out to that shit. We leaving the spot, right? And the dude comes back outside, he like, nah, do 2 songs for me. We're like, no, you're not doing 2 songs, that shit's mad breath. So like 25, y'all think we lit at this time. You bugging. We did the walkthrough shit, cool, whatever, we out, man, you know what I mean? He's like, also give me my 8 bands back. What? We think we came all the way out from New York to give you your bands back, and you seen that little fight broke out in Minnesota, and that dude was backing up. That was not Tekashi 6ix9ine. He didn't participate in no fight at all, ever. Mm-hmm. Never did you ever see him fight. That was some other dudes, and that was us. And then we still end up leaving with our money, and we went to the party. That's where we met Thug at for the first time.
Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I guess in Minnesota, people were throwing ice buckets at Tekashi.
Next night. That's the night when I got there, yeah.
Okay, that's the next night.
Yeah, we on stage, everybody up there. Money team, they had hit Floyd Mayweather with some ice too and all that.
And his team started fighting.
So we didn't get to perform. We doing the mic check. I literally picked up the mic and I said, yo, it's popping. And then a bucket of ice and a bottle flew on stage.
I'm looking at this mad shit coming down. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, Hoff picked the bucket back up, threw it back. I'm standing on stage. They got the video. I'm standing on stage. I'm trying to see who it is so we could find them when we get outside. They end up running. I guess they end up getting beat up by somebody else.
You got to remember, all these stuff are going on. The LAX fight, the Yams Day concert shit,
Shotti.
the Minnesota shit, no Shotti. You never seen Shotti at none of these events. I don't know how Danny could be so stupid and blind-minded and still follow where the fuck he never cared.
Okay. Well, stupid because nigga. After Minnesota was the Yams Day situation.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. So, Seqo, you didn't get in because by the time you showed up,
yeah, it was too late. Yeah, man, chaos.
And we was already in there 20 deep.
Okay, so you were in there for the Yams Day thing. 20
deep. Shout out to ASAP, RIP to ASAP Yams, shout out to ASAP Rocky, shout out to ASAP Ferg, shout out to ASAP Bar, shout out to the whole ASAP crew, because that was such a sacred event, you know what I'm saying? We didn't mean to have no fight with these dudes here, you know what I'm saying? We from New York, we showing love, we represent. It's just your man Shotti again. You gotta think about it. ASAP Bar and them is coming upstairs, the VIP section to their stage. Lil Yachty them performing, we on the stage and everything. Shotti comes up bumping dudes, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm trying to get up there with my crew and shit. And he's bumping ASAP Bar. He probably didn't even know who they was, but you gotta think about it. It's the VIP steps, it's their fucking event. It's the ASAP Yams reunion. How the fuck are you pushing some of the ASAP crew? You know what I'm saying? Show a little respect. What the fuck is wrong with you? So ASAP Bar punched him in his face. Shotti fell back down the stairs. That's when we all seen what was going on. And, you know, we came to try to help this guy and shit escalated.
Okay, that was what that fight was over.
That's what that fight was over.
Okay. Then there was a show in Miami. What happened there?
With the fight?
Yeah.
Oh man, we had another show in Miami. Showing love. This time all of us in there. We deep as hell. We at Miami. And some shit break out with one of the other brothers, and 6ix9ine Danny on stage with his crew. He disappeared somewhere. Remember he was running the street and everything?
He disappeared, yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, niggas had hit auto.
Hit me in the head with a Hennessy bottle, choked me out. I'm there fighting.
You got hit with a Hennessy bottle?
Yeah, so that's how...
The security and some other dudes that was fighting our crew.
So that's how that escalated. Everybody was in the brawl. And as we outside fighting, we fighting. You know what I'm saying? My man fucked up, bloodied up, head.
I'm fucked up.
Split. Now, we moving him and in the process of moving Auto across the street, bloody and all, we spot 6ix9ine running down the street with a stranger. Like running with a stranger.
Chanel had to go get him. Shout out to Chanel, Miss Trey with our sister.
Miss Trey had to pull up on him in the car like, hold on, where you going? Like,
where
you
you
ran up
going?
with a stranger.
Get the fuck in the car. You that scared of a fight? Like he never participated in nothing physical. And the world knew it. I just don't know. I guess it's some culture shit.
But you got badly hurt.
Yeah, I got badly hurt.
Stitches in your head?
I bust up, hit with the Hennessy, but I was fighting. I just couldn't remember nothing. The
only
only thing.
We
ain't going to no hospital. We did everything in the hotel though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to no hospital. So I just got fucked up really bad because I was in. As soon as I seen the shit popping off, I was, you know me, I'm always popping off. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, I'm there.
All right. And I guess around this time, Seqo, Sarah used to call you and ask you for Pampers money, essentially?
Yes. I mean, that's sad that somebody got to do that. Now I'm saying not to be putting her shit out there, like, but that just go to show. All we promoted was for Danny to be a good father to his, you know what I'm saying, to his kids at least. That's what we used to promote. And he didn't. So she would be calling everybody lying a lot. So I guess that's where he feel like people was fucking his baby moms. Cause we can't prove that. I know I ain't fuck his baby moms, but she called my phone personally. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of times I had to give we had to give her pamper money, take out to eat. And Miss Trey, my family, Miss Treyway, took up that responsibility.
Being cool
for her.
Mm-hmm.
To help her out. You know what I'm saying?
But at this time, nobody never fucked his baby moms. Nobody never cared. Nobody even gave a fuck. We all had our individual lives. I don't know what happened specifically with him and Shotti of fucking his baby moms or stealing money for him, but nobody in our crew never did shit like that or fed off his shit. We all had our own lives. Nobody gave a fuck about that. He was not a good father. Yo, go take care of your kids. Like, yo, you bugging. You ain't gonna do that. His mother, he getting $20,000 a show. His mother still living in Bushwick with a broke doorknob handle. You know, shit was crazy.
Right. And I interviewed, Sarah Molina, and she said nothing ever happened between her and Shotti. So you guys go to, well, he's already in Dubai, and you ended up meeting him out there, right?
Yeah.
And I guess when you're out there in Dubai, he accuses you of some sort of relationship with Shotti?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Is there any truth in that at all?
No, that's ridiculous. The thing that I find so funny now is that Dubai happened in October, right? He had these accusations in October. So this isn't nothing new that he's already felt. And when he beat my ass in Dubai, he's basically after 2 hours told me, I know you didn't do nothing, but I can't have you out here making me look stupid.
So then the South by Southwest thing happened.
That was the last straw.
Okay. Seqo, you didn't go to that.
Nah, I was in London.
Okay. But Ado, you went to that? Okay, so describe that whole South by Southwest.
Real briefly, South by Southwest. We went there. I was in Atlanta, and I was talking to Danny, and we had some stuff going on, and we were supposed to meet up back in New York, and then we was gonna go to South by Southwest because it was on the tour. Remember, it started the Day 69 tour, which started in Arizona, which we went to, just us, going there 3-4 deep, no Shotti. And he was like, all right, so we had some plans and stuff we was gonna do, and I flew back to New York. On the way flying back to New York, like maybe 4 days before the South by Southwest shit, Shotti takes up and flies Tekashi by himself with 3-4 dudes that nobody really knew, and just flies him to Texas and just out there with him by himself. You know what I'm saying? First time he ever was really with him since the LAX anything fight or anything like that. So we got a group text, and we kind of arguing in the group text like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you just taking the artist out there? You can't protect him. You was some whack dudes, you know what I mean? The South by Southwest coming up. We all arguing in the group chat, and at this time, Shotti is trying to be Suge Knight. The separations. We kind of arguing with each other. It's a lot of bullshit going on. A struggle. Don't post this. Don't post that. So Shotti is using that to his advantage at this time, and he leaves 6ix9ine he leaves Danny in Texas and flies back to New York by himself, just with Trice, Drew, and Justin, and 2 other guys. South by Southwest is 2-3 days from there. Who does that? Like, who does that? Me and Harv and us, he's in London at the time. Me, Harv, and a bunch of like 10 more brothers, like, yo, even though Danny's on some bullshit right now and he's thugging shot and doing those bullshit shots, we're gonna fly to Texas, we're gonna help them. These dudes are all on the internet talking about they're gonna kill him. We flew to Texas, we went to the South by Southwest show. He stopped picking up the phone with us, he's saying little stuff, he texted me like, Shotti said you guys are on some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure my way out in this shit and shit is getting crazy. We don't give a fuck about all that. We in fucking Texas. Like, where you at? We at the South by West show. You acting like you won't come. They telling you they gonna kill you, get your back in, and you making us look bad. Like, we here. Where are you? He never pull up. At that sure, boom. When Seqo got back and he called, it was just,
Yeah.
Right, because Jay Prince's sons were basically on Tekashi's head at that point. And
they had good reason though, because before he left and flew out to Jay Prince's son, Jay Prince Jr. and them, I never met them, but they went out there and seen Shotti and Danny and them in the sneaker store and told them to come to their little party. And I guess they were supposed to be giving like a little announcement or something, some shit that was going on in Texas. And he said, make sure you be there at 12 o'clock. It's fucking Jay Prince Jr. He tell you you in Texas, he say, yo, pull up at 12, you pull up at 11:30, you know? It's lit. You guys see what this guy going on in his city. He got a big announcement. Shotti trying to make an entrance. He comes at 1 o'clock after 1. So they dub him. They don't let him in. They're like, oh, yeah, can't come in. And that's how all of that started. They put him out, kick him out. And I guess Shotti was scared as hell. He flew back to New York and just left him in.
Okay. After South by Southwest, were you guys both done with him?
I mean, me, yeah. Personally, me, yeah.
I was still talking to him, but I was pretty much done with him, you know what I'm saying?
It was obvious what they was doing. They was trying to split the label up and everything. Cause we had a group chat and I texted him, I was like, yo, what the fuck you trying to do? Like why you trying to keep Boy to yourself? Like what's your motives? First of all, you're not a manager.
Not his manager,
now you making
never
managerial moves. You're not a manager, nigga. Like, so why are you trying to make all of these moves?
Right. Is this around the time when you started seeing the videos of them together? And
That's when you start seeing all of them, and he figured he could do it by himself.
And my manager not getting his money.
Chris,
my manager is not getting his money for the shows.
And that was still
Chris.
And that was still Tekashi's manager this whole time. And Tekashi's not paying him.
He's not paying him. He's not saying nothing about it in there. He talking about Shotti. He's not acknowledging nobody no more. He acting like he started. You seen all the shit. We just showed you the book. He didn't start no Trey or none of that, you know?
Oh, okay. And was that around the time that Shotti started saying Treyway, the new death row? Yeah, I mean, it's interesting when I talk to some of the people who are affiliated with death row, you know, like the Mob Jameses of the world or the Trey D's of the world, and they're like, death row was filled with death, murder, prison time, ruined lives. Like, why would anyone want to follow in those particular footsteps? Like, everyone knows how death row ended up.
Exactly.
Suge's doing 28 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but here was Shotti saying we're the new death row. Yeah. Which I always found a bit weird.
Yeah. That's the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? I just go to show you, like, damn, where that nigga mind at?
Yeah.
Where his mind at? Like, new death row.
Yeah.
Who's nigga? Nobody like death row.
Yeah, you could say the new TDE. You could say the new Atlantic Records. I mean, there's lots of labels you could name that didn't end up like death row.
You can say the new NWA.
Yeah.
Something.
You could say
anything
all that.
But the new death row. This guy is retarded.
Okay. So then May 18th, there was the Barclays situation.
Before you go on, a lot of people ask us, how y'all didn't get indicted? Y'all was originals, y'all was there. How y'all didn't get caught up? You got to think about it. From the South by Southwest on to everything back, no, we never really committed no crimes or dumb shit. We had just got out of prison. From what they charged for is the Barclays Center shooting, the Chief Keef shit, the Fillinois they were supposed to do with the CEO Chris. What else? The little shit that happened in Manhattan where Danny was recording it and when Shotti supposedly robbed the dude or whatever. We was never there for none of that. How the fuck can we be charged with any of that? We was never there. We had nothing to do. If the feds came down and ran on us down right now and sit us down, like, fuck that, we gonna give y'all life if y'all don't tell us. We don't have nothing to tell. We was never there. We don't fucking know.
So May 18th, Tekashi's now beefing by this time with Casanova. What did you think of that particular beef?
It didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense because he just threw Casanova name in there at a show one time. And to me, there's no such, rap beef ain't real. Rap beef ain't real to us. So if the beef don't start from the streets, it can't be real. It can't be real. If it didn't start from the street, if I didn't shoot your man and your man ain't shoot my man, it ain't no beef. Rap beef don't exist. That shit not real.
Yeah. Well, I know Casanova. I've interviewed him.
Yeah.
This is a guy that stabbed a bunch of people and, was involved in a lot of heavy shit in his younger days. Not a pushover, not a studio gangster, someone that's actually lived the shit that he was talking about. And they ran into each other at the Barclays, and then a shooting happened.
Yeah.
And we have the video from that.
Mm-hmm.
We posted it.
Yeah, they was beefing before that though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It culminated at the Barclays Center where everyone ran into each other, and neither one of you guys were there.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Okay, who did the shooting?
I don't know. I know they locked up my cousin, Food Banger. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part. My cousin Food Banger gets locked up. He running with them after I told him, you know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part, because my family running with them now. My own blood, my blood family. Not fucking with me, you know what I'm saying? Just for the clout and all that other shit. So I had warned them, but niggas still wanted to go that way, and I guess they went out to the Clays. Somebody told on him. Somebody told on Food Banger. So that's where things get funny. Because niggas wonder, they got paperwork saying that somebody gave a statement to the cops. I know he didn't tell on himself. So somebody that was there with him told.
I mean, there's a video, and I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
It says Food Banger saying Shotti told on him.
Because if you watch the video.
Now, I haven't watched this video. I'm just saying this is what the title says.
You watched the video of the Barclays Center shooting though, right?
I did.
You cannot tell who actually fired the gun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I watched the video 100 times. I can't tell that was Fuquan. I can't say that was Fuquan, what they saying and stuff. I don't know who fired that gun. You can't tell, so.
And that's the whole thing. Shotti came home from that Jersey case he was on the run for. So niggas don't understand how he got released from that. And that was all relatively close.
Are you trying to say that Shotti was the one that fingered Food Banger in that shooting?
I'm not gonna say it is, but it draws suspicion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that, but it draws suspicion.
Okay. Well, and then Tekashi starts beefing with Chief Keef. And there's a video around June of 2018 where Tekashi offers $20,000 to Kuda B to go shoot at Chief Keef.
Yeah.
And according to court documents and testimony, Kuda allegedly goes to the W Hotel or whatever and shoots off his gun. And then apparently he meets up with Shotti and Tekashi later on and ends up getting $10,000 for that.
I guess from what they say, I don't know. We wasn't there. We have no idea.
So you guys aren't there at all. At this point, you guys have totally separated.
Yeah.
And Shotti pretty much has him to himself.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is kind of weird and gays, but we like, shit, all right, fuck it. We not mad. Like at the same time, we not mad, cool.
Right.
We didn't gain nothing, we didn't lose nothing, so you know what I'm saying?
Well, then the robbery happens in Manhattan.
Okay.
Which Tekashi actually filmed with his own cell phone, which ended up being used as evidence. And then in July of 2018, the kidnapping happens. And Tekashi's driver was actually a police informant himself.
Yeah.
We don't know the driver either. All of them came from after. We never met him.
He had an actual camera in the car that captured the entire kidnapping. And Harv and Nuke were the two guys that were convicted of that kidnapping.
They were convicted, of that kidnapping, yes.
Free Harv, man.
You guys know both those guys?
Yeah, free Nuke.
Yeah.
Free Harv, free Nuke.
Okay.
I don't even know if they actually, I wasn't there. I can't say they had nothing to do with that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, from your point of view, why were these guys allegedly gotten to the point of having to kidnap Tekashi and so forth?
I have no idea. I can't speak for nobody else's point of view or standpoint, to be honest with you. I don't know. They saying he kidnapped him and all this stuff, and I don't even think it was a kidnapping, to be honest with you.
Right. I mean, the story said that, their defense was that Tekashi planned all this, and this was all
they were
publicity
all cool.
because the Nicki Minaj song was about to drop.
Out, and you know what I'm saying? They had a lot to do at that time, and nobody fucking kidnapped this dude.
He always had a ploy.
He always had a plot, and now it's really fucked up how so many people went down, and you got the nerve to get on the internet and say, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
I mean,
oh.
if the driver had if the driver had the footage, they got the footage of him in the car, right?
Yeah.
Getting beat up and shit.
There you could hear the audio and everything. Yeah.
You can hear audio. You never hear nobody really hitting him. You never see nobody really kidnapping him out of car or nothing like that. Like, you never physically seen this. I
Yeah.
watched it too, like everybody else.
Yeah, and you know, when I interviewed Sarah Molina, she talked about that situation, how they pulled up and Tekashi told her to bring all his jewelry out.
I was about to head in the shower, and he's like, "Oh, Sarah, where's the baby?" And I found that very odd. Like, what do you mean, where's the baby? She's home. She's sleeping. You were just here. Like, you know that. So that immediately was like, what? Why are you asking about the baby? He was like, don't say nothing. Don't, just do everything I tell you to do. So I'm like, what's going on? He was like, I want you to take the jewelry that I have downstairs on the table and wrap it the way I wrap it and put it in the bag and bring it down to me. I'm like, what's going on? He was like, don't ask me no questions. Please just do everything I tell you to do. So at this point, I'm not thinking that he's in any danger. I'm thinking that he did something or got caught up in something that he has to grab his jewelry and be out. So I take the jewelry, I wrap it up. I'm in a towel, mind you. And I go downstairs and I call him. I'm like, I'm downstairs. Where are you? And he's like, I'm pulling up right now. He hangs up the phone on me. So a car pulls up in front of our building that I don't recognize. It's not the driver's car. So I'm just looking. And a dude with a hoodie on comes running up the steps and is in front of me. So I'm just like looking in the car and I back up behind the door and I'm just looking at this dude like, who the fuck are you? And I guess they saw that I wasn't giving the bag of jewelry to the dude. So they lowered down the window just enough so he can yell to me and like, Sarah, give the bag to him. So I'm like, all right, I heard his voice. I saw a little bit of his hair. He's telling me to give the bag to him. I'm going to give the bag to him. So I give the bag of jewelry to the dude. He goes, runs in the passenger seat, and the car burns rubber and skirts off. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Which may be true of his setup and stuff. But did she see anybody there? She didn't see nobody doing nothing. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess in the audio, one of the guys is basically making Tekashi say he's not Billy. Basically denouncing the whole 9 Trey thing. Were people around you kind of getting annoyed at this point that he was claiming 9 Trey and doing all this foolishness?
I mean, everybody was getting backlash from everybody. Literally everybody. So it was just backlash. It was backlash everywhere from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, then November 2018, Tekashi goes back on the Breakfast Club again. And at that point, he starts distancing himself from everybody.
Yeah.
He was saying how he don't fuck with Shotti, how, you know, there's a difference between a gangster and a dirty motherfucker. And, you know, he's kind of starting to clown some of the dudes that were around him and everything.
The same dude who lived in dirty Bushwick and his mom's door was stuck. He used to sleep on the same floor with us. It's crazy.
When you heard that Breakfast Club interview, what did you think?
I was shocked because he dirtier than anybody, any of us. He the dirtiest. You know what I'm saying? Literally.
Not even throwing no shade, bro.
The dirtiest. You know what I'm saying? Like we cleanly, bro. You know what I'm saying? That dirty blood shit is a dub. Fuck out of here. He's a dirty motherfucker. You can look at him, he look dirty. Smell bad, that type of dirty. He's dirty. He slept on our floor for days. You know what I'm saying? So for him to call us dirty bloods and he ate Thanksgiving food at my grandmother's house, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Black people don't let people in their crib on Thanksgiving like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's a major thing.
Unless you really close. It don't matter what race. When you in there with your family locked in on your holidays, you know what I'm saying? You got to be really close to a motherfucker to be up in there.
Right, because back in April of 2018, you guys actually tried to go talk to him at a strip club.
We just tried to holler at them. You know they got scared and thought we came there to to mash on them or something. We
Start
came there to
wilding.
talk with them like,
That was at Lust, right?
yeah, look.
They kicked us all out the club. Dre Critch and Rich the Kid was in there, so they was like, listen,
kicked
man,
out and shit.
you and your rainbow friend get out.
But yeah, we came there to holler at them, and they got all defensive and scary and tried to had an armed guard with like a rifle in the club, trying to point the gun at us and shit, and then security made us leave. You know what I'm saying? So
They pulled out a gun on you?
No, it's just the arm,
They
the
had
security.
they had armed security.
Yeah.
In the club, standing there with a rifle this big.
So they started a kind of scene to make it big. They run the club, you know what I'm saying? Nobody put no gun on us or nothing. He just like, yo, y'all gotta exit the club, you and stuff. We got big artists in here. It's time for y'all gotta take that outside.
Okay. So right after the Breakfast Club interview, November 18th, 2018, the feds swoop in and start arresting everybody.
Not everybody. A lot of people didn't get locked up. A lot of people, it was only like 8, 9 of them. Maybe like 10 of them got locked up.
A lot of people.
11,
a lot of
but
people.
There's a lot of people that was with us. Watch them videos, watch them, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A lot of people didn't get locked up.
So out of the arrests, Bat got arrested, Shotti got arrested, Mel Murder got arrested, Ro Murder got arrested, Crippie, Ish, Kuda B, Harv, Nuke. I'm probably missing a couple people.
More than that? No, I think that's it.
Fool.
Oh,
Full
yeah,
banger.
full banger. Freedom guys, man.
Freedom guys, man.
And you know all these guys, both of you.
Yeah, Bat was not around us with that music shit.
Yeah, we know.
Bat was not around us.
I wouldn't know that bad guy like that.
Okay, so aside from Bat,
Ish, we know Ish, but that was more of like a romance, but everybody
okay,
else.
but you guys know all these. So now all these people that you know are being raided by the feds and getting arrested. How worried are you guys?
I mean, me personally, I've been doing music these last, know what I'm saying? These last months. So I know I know I'm safe, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you're good because you didn't do anything,
Yeah.
but you're not good from someone saying, hey, I'm just going to say that Seqo
I mean,
did
to be
this,
honest,
that, and the third just so I can get out of this shit. You know how this whole RICO shit works. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? One conversation will get you 20 years. One conversation on the phone.
that's the whole thing with me, my man. I've been to jail already. I've been doing this for years. I've been jailing, I've been doing the street shit. I understand how this thing go.
Yeah.
I know how to move, man. You know what I'm saying? So I move different from anybody. I'm so militant. I'm ready for anything. I don't talk over the phones. I don't do that shit.
Yeah.
So I can't get caught up. If I do get caught up, it's me. It's something I did. They ain't gonna be able to jam me up because I'm on point.
Okay. Ado, how concerned are you at this point when you're seeing anyone get arrested?
I mean, I like the word you just choose, concerned. Of course I was concerned. You never know what could happen. I was concerned. I wasn't scared, but once I seen the charges and what they was charged with, I kicked my feet up. I was like, oh, I didn't have nothing to do with that. I wasn't involved in none of that shit. I'm like, oh, I'm good. That's how I was looking at it then.
I mean, were you guys feeling like the feds were trying to take down 9 Trey around that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think, it's not illegal to be blood. It's not illegal to be Crip. It's not illegal to be a folk. That's what a lot of people in the world don't understand. It's not illegal to be in a gang or a group in an organization. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal for anybody to do crimes or whatever they want to put it, but it's not. So I didn't take down 9 Trey for what? We're not out here doing stuff. Of course, everybody do their thing, but what are you taking down 9 Trey for? We're just an organization and a brotherhood. Like.
Right, but a lot of times when you have these sentences come down, you have gang enhancements.
Yeah.
Which end up burying people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not illegal to be 9 Trey, but to do a crime and to be 9 Trey is a lot worse than just doing a crime and being Joe Blow.
That's a fact. Shout out Nipsey because Nipsey Hussle spoke about that in the interview.
He did,
and he's absolutely right. Just having a tattoo on you while you're doing that crime, if it's violent, that should have stepped it up.
Exactly. RP Nip,
yeah.
RPX, love you, bro.
Okay, so all these guys get arrested, including Tekashi. And from the paperwork, Tekashi begins cooperating like the day after.
Mm-hmm.
When Tekashi got arrested along with all the other 9 Trey guys, did you guys instantly think, okay, he's gonna snitch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first I was like, he can't. At first, no. The first day I was like, nah, he's not gonna snitch. Like as far as like, it just he not gonna ruin that. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Shmurda locked up. I'm just thinking logically. I'm just like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Bobby locked. They did what they did. He's got to be expecting that type of love, that type of. He might follow suit. But then with the Breakfast Club, that Breakfast Club interview, that was social distancing. You heard? That was social distancing.
He already felt like Shotti fucked his baby moms and he was stealing money from him, and he already wasn't fucking with the rest of the bros. So that was the easiest thing for him to do, just get away from Shotti now, and might as well throw everybody under the bus while he with it. Me personally, I didn't think they would even need him to snitch. They did so much shit and it was all over the internet, everywhere you see it, and I was like, shit, what the fuck they need anybody to snitch for? But they still.
Right. Well, I just want to point out that Tekashi wasn't just a regular kid who started getting extorted by a bunch of gangsters. No. He was going along, and would you say that he was essentially the ringleader of a lot of these illegal activities?
Yo, he know how to sway he know how to get you to do something. You know what I'm saying? And he was real manipulative.
He know how to play on people's ego.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was the leader of the 9 Trey Bloods.
Nah.
I'm not saying that. But the 9 Trey Bloods were doing illegal activities because he wanted them to do it.
Yeah, I don't see how a judge could let him, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how a judge can't pity the rest of the people that's locked up when he called the shots. That's I don't understand the leniency, how it leans to only in his favor and not the rest of the people that's locked up.
It's racist.
You know, the Barclays shooting, that was over Tekashi's beef with Casanova.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of your guys essentially protecting Tekashi over a beef he started.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He wasn't even defending him. Like Casanova wasn't saying anything about him.
Anything you name, you're gonna say the same thing.
The robbery in Manhattan, that was something that he provoked, and he kept the bag from the robbery.
Scum, what it says, scum thing on it?
None
of us is not scum gang, scum. None of us you never heard us saying that. What the fuck we got?
Yeah.
So
he had that dude robbed, and he kept, evidence of the robbery at his house. When the feds raided his house, they found that backpack along with an automatic weapon at his house. When Chief Keef got shot at, he's literally on video offering Kuda B $20,000 to do the shooting. So when he started to cooperate, it wasn't because he was doing the right thing and trying to put some bad people behind bars. It was because he was facing 47 years himself. Had he not cooperated, he wouldn't have ultimately gotten 2 years. He would have gotten 5, maybe 10.
Maybe 6.
6. When you start hearing the audio, because we obtained some of the audio from that courtroom. And when you hear how he's not just cooperating, but he's going into exquisite detail.
Yeah, he's giving out extra information. Some of that, because some of that included, my address. And he labeled my house the Blood House.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my house is labeled the Blood Headquarters.
Wow.
Which is a lie.
You know what I'm saying? So that's mad slander, you know what I'm saying? They didn't say who's Seqo Billy. They didn't ask that man that. And he brought up my name and my home where my grandmother lived, where kids live. So that's dangerous in itself, first of all. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what type of ops I got out in the, you know what I'm saying? People might be looking for me. So that right there was just fucked up. He just ruined people's lives. People live there. Kids live there.
Okay. Ado, were you named in this testimony? Yeah? What do you say about you?
Different shit. You could look it up. The top 10 blood 6ix9ine snitched on. Got millions of views. We on there. Just bringing up our names, so talking, adding stuff. Like, we not an indictment. What the fuck? We never did nothing to you. We never stole no money. We never fucked you over. We never fucked the paywall. What the fuck are you mentioning our names for?
Okay. Well, so then people started to plead out. Bat pled out to 20 years.
He ended up telling.
Who told?
Bat cooperated with the police.
Oh, Bat cooperated.
Yep, he was cooperating with the police, yeah.
And he got 20 years?
Some people do.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Bat got 20 years. Shotti pled out to 15 years.
Mhm.
Mel Murder got 11 years. Roll Murder got 5.5. Trippie got 5. Ish got 5.
Mhm.
Kuda B, I think, is facing 5. I'm not sure if he's been sentenced yet or not. I know he's out right now, right? He's out on bond or something, like awaiting sentencing. Harv and Nuke didn't plead out.
Nope.
They took it to trial,
Yep.
and they're both facing life. Do you know if they've been sentenced yet or no?
They haven't been sentenced yet. Free them both.
Okay, and Fu Banger, how long did he get?
I think Fubang got 6 or 7 years, I think.
Okay. I mean, we're looking at football numbers for most of these people.
Yeah. That's mad people's lives that, you know what I'm saying? That he put on the line for his fame. You know what I'm saying? Not for anything else, but fame.
Okay. So I just did some math. Not including what Harv and Nuke are facing,
Mhm.
because that's going to throw the numbers way off.
Yeah.
Not including those guys. Tekashi was responsible for people getting over 70 years in prison.
70 years.
70 years.
It's a lot of fucking time.
Yeah. I mean, let's just say that Harv and Nuke get 20 years each, you're talking about
70 years, like how can you be
110
on the internet?
years.
How can you be smiling now? How can you not be out like, listen, man, I got $1 million or $250. Let me not buy one of these chains to help all them brothers out and help their families, because I know they didn't do nothing to me. I had to save myself and I did a lot of fuck shit, you know what I'm saying? But let me help them. A lot of them niggas I don't even know. Half of them dudes that went down in Fubang never really know. You never even hung out with these guys before, really. Seen them at a couple shows. They just held you down for the love of shit. That shit is fucked up, bro. And I don't see how people is just, I think it's really racist, bro. What's going on?
Well, and then Tekashi got 2 years.
Yeah.
With one of those years being time served.
Uh-huh.
On an ankle monitor.
And then shortly after getting the 2 years, they let him out early.
Yep.
After doing 13 months, I think.
Yeah. Some shit like that.
Shotti, after getting sentenced, he said, 6ix9ine broke every code, but I forgive the little dude after all that. It's all good. Treyway still stands strong. I want that to be known.
Shotti retarded. Shotti retarded.
You know he's gonna break the code.
Retarded.
What code did he love? What code
He
did
broke
he
the
grow up in?
code.
He
Shotti
broke
broke
the
the code.
Not Danny.
He
I
was
don't
a
see Danny
clown.
breaking no code. He broke the code.
I don't wish no man to be in jail, but the niggas was clowns. You know what I'm saying? But
Free Shotti if he can, but
yeah, but man.
So
He
you guys
tried his
think,
best.
so you guys think that statement is crazy?
yeah.
He tried his best.
Well, I guess you guys feel that Tekashi had a plan to split up the 9 Treys.
I
Probably
mean,
not the nine trades, but you know, that crew.
yeah, it wasn't so much the notch. It was us.
Tekashi gets out. And he decides to release his first music video. And everyone's sort of sitting back and waiting, okay, well, what's he going to talk about now? Because he can't claim he's a blood anymore. He got on the stand and said he's not a gangster and all that was for show. He snitched on a bunch of real gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
We all assume, okay, the whole tough guy thing is going to be a thing of the past if he does music again. But lo and behold, he drops his first song and he's talking about hitting dudes with 100 shots.
Because you got hundreds of thousands of million kids and females who doesn't really care. He's Mexican, he's Spanish. They really don't even care about black people, the people Toho. And then they got hundreds of thousands of kids from like different parts of the country in Norway who they'd be like snitching, you know what I mean? In Russia where they don't even really, you know, grasp the concept of being a snitch or a rat. You know, it's a whole different culture out
I
there.
think all over the world, people understand what a snitch is.
Yeah, of course.
It's not
all over the world.
It's just the kids. Niggas around the world know that snitching is snitching. It's the kids.
They don't
He got
understand.
kids. They don't care. It's not even that. It's the understand thing. It's about being cool, shining, jewelry, ice. It don't matter what you did to get it. It don't matter to kids what you did to get it. As long as you got it. It really don't matter. So as long as it's appealing and bright and he got the ice and they don't care if a nigga told. Because those kids ain't gangsters. Those kids don't live where we live at.
Yeah, well, and to be honest, I didn't know a lot of guys that listened to Tekashi even before all the arrests happened.
Really.
Like his fan base, like my friends were not listening to Tekashi ever.
Like we bumped the song because we knew him when we was there, but that's not no regular thing. Yo, let's bump to do 6ix9ine. We out, yo. Nah.
Yeah, driving around, listening to Tekashi, like I had never heard about that. So I always assumed his fan base were just suburban kids.
If you go look at it, if you go look at the comments, I don't give a fuck if it's 100, 200, 400,000 comments. There is no stand-up motherfuckers right now in there commenting.
Right. Well, because he gets out, he doesn't deny that he snitched. I mean, I guess you can't deny it. So he actually embraces it. You know, his picture on his Instagram was he's in a rat trap holding the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
He drops the video. His head turns into a big mouse head.
Yeah.
You know, with rainbow whiskers.
Yep.
And then he starts kind of pushing this whole thing. You know, he does a poll saying, "Oh, if you got, if you got kidnapped and your mother was threatened and they stole millions of dollars, would you snitch or would you go to prison?" So he's trying to change the narrative already to say, well, yes, he snitched, but he justified it.
But who are they? It's no they. Nobody never did that to him. You're speaking on one dude, talk about Shotti. Why did you ruin all these other guys' life? Why?
Right. I mean, for me personally, the Kuda B thing is what I think is just the worst part of it, because from what I understand, Kuda B didn't steal any money from him. Kuda B didn't fuck his baby mom.
He don't care about Kuda B. Kuda B is a young black kid. I'm telling you, he's gonna surround himself.
Yeah.
He's never gonna be around black people again. He hated that he grew up around black people. And it's like, I don't know, it's just a racist thing, man. And a lot of people, we gotta face reality, you know what I'm saying? It's a culture thing. It was a culture shock from the beginning.
Yeah, and Kuda B is facing 5 years over a shooting that he was hired for. Like, for example, the Tiger King. I don't know if you guys...
Kuda B's not even 21 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Like the Tiger King got 21 years in prison because some guy claimed that he put a hit out on somebody. Mm-hmm. No one got shot at. No money changed hands. It was just one guy's word against the other. This dude's in prison for 21 years. Tekashi is on video telling someone for a shooting for hire.
Mm-hmm.
It's on video. The shooting actually happened. And he got out after 13 months. He got time served after 13 months.
But they don't want to let Harvey out. They're trying to say Harvey's some menace for supposedly pulling a guy out the truck, and that's it. Like, shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Free Hall.
China Mac was a regular on my show.
Mm-hmm.
He said that his biggest fear, which is now somewhat coming true, is that Tekashi will single-handedly make snitching cool.
I see something that I've been dealing with since I was a kid. I see something that, yeah, this man snitched, but not only did he snitched and he's a public figure and he's about to make it look cool. He's making these little jokes. He's about to turn it into a joke, which he's already doing, right? It's a joke.
Snitching has ultimately been very frowned upon in hip hop.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be cool. I even think that the people who supporting it can't go with this for another week. I feel like they're gonna be like, hold on, wait. Now it's going too far. I feel like they can't do this much longer.
Yeah.
There's no possible way. There's no integrity. You know what I'm saying? People, if you jacking that, you got no integrity, you got no morals, you got no ethics. You don't live by any kind of code. It don't gotta be a street code, a gangster code. You don't have no morals, no ethics, no integrity.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was talking to my man Lord Jamar yesterday in an interview, and I just flat out said,
shout out Lord Jamar too.
Yeah, that's my man. And I flat out said that Tekashi is just overall the most rotten person to ever be part of hip hop.
Yeah.
From the pedophilia to the snitching, to everything else, to the beating of his baby mother and everything else like that. I can't really name a person who just has more of a rotten character than this guy.
It's crazy.
I mean, do you agree with me on this?
Nah, you're right, because hip hop they have had nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? That's like you just single-handedly trying to bring, you really trying to fuck up this whole hip hop culture because you were a part of it. So basically what you're doing is that's, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to show us that that's what we want to represent. That's not what we represent. That ain't what we represent.
Yeah.
That's why it should be I don't know, man. It's just really mind-blowing for me. Like, really.
Well, he releases his video. And then like the next day, some 14-year-old white girl that happens to be living next to him posts on Instagram that, oh shit, Tekashi's my next door neighbor. And within an hour, there's 7 police cars in front of his house and they instantly move him.
Because he's scared.
He's scared right now. A lot of people think he's trolling and he's following the NPD and making it as a joke. He's not joking. I know him. He's fucking scared. He really following what to do. He really hoping they're following him and watching him. He's scared to death right now.
Right, because the public persona of Tekashi, where he's not, he said in his Breakfast Club interview that he's only scared of God and the feds. When you guys were around him, is this a guy that's really terrified of the world, or is this a dude that really don't give a fuck?
Yeah, terrified of the world. It's hard for him to look in the mirror. You know how long it used to take him to post an Instagram post? An hour or two. Damn, I'll get this right in my caption. He feeds off the world energy. If he had came out and the world wouldn't have paid him that amount, he would have just been sad and just really not. The more they feed into him, the more he's going to keep feeding too.
But as far as, him being scared, like, that nigga was in T-Mobile stores. If somebody be looking at him too crazy through the glass, he asked the manager to close the store down. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gangster. Men don't even, you as a man, like, how, like.
Well, I was just wondering also, because Tekashi's not in witness protection. He
basically is. He has an ankle monitor on.
Well, he has but he's not officially in witness protection. He has an ankle monitor. I know lots of guys who have ankle monitors.
Yeah.
He's not in a halfway house. So the point that his address got leaked and within a few minutes the police swoop in and relocate him, I've never even heard of anything like this.
Well, he don't want to go on witness protection because he wants to be televised. He wants the whole world to see where he at. He don't care. He want the world to see that, okay, that attempt was made on me. He will want to see that, though, that attempt was made on him. You know what I'm saying?
I know he really hoping somebody come shoot his house. He really hoping somebody come shoot his house and nothing happened to him. That'd be the thing for him. Yeah, treat that.
Well, there was a shooting when he was doing a video with like Kanye.
Yeah, that was in LA.
In LA, yeah.
I'm talking about now. What's going on now? You know what I'm saying?
Were you guys when the shooting happened in LA?
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near. Okay.
You got to think from the South by Southwest thing.
Oh yeah. That happened after South by Southwest.
Everything after South by Southwest. Okay. And then you had Boosie come up here the other day and say, if all the 9 Trey gangsters don't go and kill 6ix9ine, there's some bitches. Like you did.
They're saying that they're soft. Like the number of years that all the 9 Trey Bloods got is just ridiculous. 15 years here, 10 years here, 20 years here, 13 years there. Everybody just got hemmed up. And he walked away with 2 years with a little over a year served.
That's just a shit in the face, that it ain't on me to speak about. I've been said what I said, he was a rat and all that shit. It ain't on really me to speak about, but that's a shit in his face to the people who got that time and all his family. If they don't do something, they pussy. It's just period, You let a nigga like that throw on your way all your people. If y'all don't do nothing, y'all pussy. But that ain't, he ain't did it to me. If he'd have did that to my people, he'll have graveyard conditions.
You sound retarded.
Nah, I would just like to say, yo, Boozy, that's not even a gangster's quote. Gangsters don't say shit like that. So what I'm saying, if I wish you would take that shit back. I know you wish you didn't say that. That's not gangster at all. To come on here in public and even say that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know how long you've been. You probably not even active right now. So just fall back, keep doing what I'm saying, take care of the kids, man. Just keep that shit out your mouth.
You from the slums, like what you saying? You expect
Nobody
us to
never
go
hit
up and get, how
Keep
far you
that
gonna
shit out
think?
your mouth.
How far you gonna think we gonna get it? You see how quick they get to his house. You just want a bunch of people to get up and risk their life. So you send some of your guys to Louisiana to go get 6ix9ine's guys crazy.
Well, ultimately, he did do some damage to the 9 Trey reputation because of his affiliation with it and what he did. Because when you say 9 Trey, you kind of have to mention Tekashi in that conversation. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure with all the people, the 100 or so years that he helped to give out, those people have brothers, those people have sons, those people have fathers, they have close friends. I'm sure a lot of those dudes would love to have an opportunity to do something to Tekashi right about now.
Anybody would, but you know what I'm saying? Given circumstances, you see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, and my point is the fact that he got moved so quickly, I would think it sounds like he's probably still working with the police. He's probably still giving them information.
You think he not?
Still working with them. You know what I'm saying? So he's definitely still working with them. I feel like I feel like the judge is not gonna slap him with 2 years for that. I've been in the system before. That's the feds. That's not even that ain't the regular. That's the feds. The judge could have gave him whatever he wanted and not even look back. He did that for a reason. We want to keep him on a string.
Yeah, I mean, there was always the theory that after that whole like underage girl thing, people think that that's when he started working with the feds. The fact that whole situation came and went because he didn't do any prison time over that.
Maybe, and it's crazy because I had subtle suggestions too where he might have been doing some funny business too. And when they provided the text that we were sharing in the group chat in court, it's evident the way I was texting him that I've sensed like that we was being watched.
Yeah, it's a crazy ass story. I mean, I can't wait for the movie to come out. Imagine this movie when it finally comes out. And I said this in my interview with Jamar the other day is really the only way to silence Tekashi is either he has to be dead or the court system has to basically say you can't be on social media anymore. I think the only way to crush a Tekashi 6ix9ine is to kill him or get him to stop talking. Otherwise, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the train will continue because there's always a train wreck to go along with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Well, there is no stopping him from talking. Like, as you could see, like he came out and he's just right back to shit talking.
Well,
you're saying people should kill him? That's what you said?
No, well, there is. Wait, what was that?
Did you say people should kill him?
I don't say people should do anything. You're asking how do you stop him?
Well, how do you stop him?
To stop talking, or you have to kill him. Those are one of the two. I don't.
But he's not going to stop talking, so
he's not going to stop talking.
So you're saying the only other alternative is
if that's how somebody wants to stop him. I'm not saying that someone should do that. I'm not saying you should kill Tekashi 6ix9ine just because I'm not a fan of him. I don't want him dead.
Right.
All right.
Just checking.
Although the 9 Trey guys probably think differently of it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a price on Tekashi's head based on all the people's lives who he fucked up. I wouldn't be surprised. Which may happen after all this nonsense that happened with him having to move his location. I mean, that cost the taxpayers money.
That'd kill him.
That'd
kill him.
I think that'd be worse than him dying, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd kill him.
Right, because look at Soulja Boy. When he got out of prison, not a peep. He was damn near as reckless as Tekashi at certain points of his career. But now he did some real jail time. He gets out, not a peep. Tekashi does his jail time. He's beefing with Meek Mill.
I don't think nobody's really beefing with him at this point.
He just feel protected. That's
He's just saying nobody's really responding to his ass. People just saying little subliminal stuff and what they'll do for the culture. I don't think nobody's beefing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Nobody.
Well, yeah, but who wants those types of police problems? You know what I mean? Like who wants to beef with someone who's being so closely watched?
He can't beef with nobody. Who's gonna beef with him? People laugh at him now. It's a fucking joke. To anybody that's real, what? This guy with his clown shit.
Yeah, I mean, we posted a video. This rapper from North Carolina named Lil Murden said that, you know, if you really want to get 6ix9ine, go kill his family. Like, people are really putting this type of shit out there in the world right now. You know, Lil Bibby was on Twitter today saying, you got to watch those people that justify, you know, what Tekashi did.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've never heard of anyone snitching in hip hop.
Yeah, it's a lot of famous people that's condoning it.
It's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? I just see it. It's shit crazy.
Yeah. Like, for example, I just interviewed this dude, Teflon Sean.
Uh-huh.
He was one of the big criminal figures in DC during the 80s. He told a story that I actually looked up. One of his people, there were some dirty cops in DC that put out a rumor on purpose that he was snitching, right? Just to fuck with him.
Yeah.
He showed up at the precinct and killed 3 cops
Uh-huh.
and got killed himself in the process. But that's how serious a snitch
Snitch
accusation was
back then.
back in
You
the
can't
day.
play on my name like that. Like,
Yeah. Did people ever get killed by calling someone a snitch?
Yeah, if it wasn't true. If they call somebody a snitch and that person wasn't no snitch, he gon' put that work in. I'm gonna give you a good example with a guy from Kennedy Street named Benny Lee Lawson. You know, man, God bless his soul, but he was targeted by some crooked cops that wanted to put a bone out on him because he would never give them what the type of information they was looking for with the guys that he was, you know, doing business with. And when he wasn't giving up that information, the police said, okay, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put it out there that you a snitch. And when they did that, Benny went up in the homicide division with I wanna say it was a Mac 11, and just let loose in there. I think he killed like 2 homicide detectives and injured like 3.
But in 2020, you could be a snitch and have the #1 song in the country.
because people are so scared. Why are people so scared to go to prison? If you do the crime, do the time. You're not gonna die. You're gonna be in your cell, or you're gonna get out. You're gonna be okay. The world's not over. It's just jail. What the fuck is wrong with people? Like, they're so, I'll do anything, I can't take it, no. When you was around here doing all this shit. Now, if you wasn't around here doing nothing, you was in the car one day, you don't really know these guys, something happened, they spin around the block, bop, 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 shot 10 people. That's a little different. You can't expect this fucking guy. He don't know nothing about this. He's not with us. He didn't even know this was gonna occur this night. It's not the case with this dude.
No, like I said, he was the ringleader. He was the one that put everyone in those situations. And then when he was facing that time himself, that's when he started telling.
Yeah.
Not 1 minute before. Before he was charged with anything, he was not telling on nobody. He liked that attention. He liked that protection. He liked the tough guy image.
Mm-hmm.
He liked to be, you know, part of the new death row and everything else like that. And now you got all these guys who are friends of yours who are not coming home for a very long time, man. So I'm sorry for, you know, for that.
Yeah, once again, freedom guys.
Freedom guys.
But Billy, Ado, Seqo Billy, I appreciate you guys coming in and share the story.
All good, brother.
You know, and I really try, like, you know, we cover Tekashi because it's our job to cover big events in hip hop, but I've always gone out of my way to try to even out, you know, the propaganda that he tries to put out.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're right
you
about
know,
that.
with people who really were there and could really tell the real other side of the story.
Yeah.
You know, which gets drowned out by his 2 million Instagram, you know, followers and, you know, on Instagram Live and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard when you have someone with a voice that loud, but at the end of the day, we're going to keep pushing what you guys are standing behind.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Make sure you follow our grams too. Tag that at the bottom. You know my man Vlad gonna put that.
Yeah, go ahead and say your Instagram now.
It's Billy Ado 5, BILLYADO, and the number 5. So Billy Auto is spelled ADO. So Billy Ado 5.
Seqo Billy, SEQO Billy. I know how that thing go.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys coming in.
No doubt.
All the best.
Thank you, bro.
Peace.